Iniciando el stream de Bastion. Sean bienvenidos a este stream de Bastion, continuación de mi serie de Bastion, que van a ser como 4 streams. Nos encontramos justo donde nos quedamos ayer. Acabamos de recorrer la ciudad y terminar de armar nuestro hermoso bastión. Aquí está enterito el desgraciado. Ya nomás nos falta un núcleo para terminar todo y ya acabar el juego, según. Pero pues nos queda mucho mapa por explorar. Entonces vamos a ver qué pasa. ¿Por qué demonios no se puede acabar esto en lo que sigue? Bien, en este stream el plan, por lo menos,
The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it.
bueno, vamos a recorrer las afueras desconocidas hasta llegar a lo que es básicamente el fuerte de ceniza de las afueras, o sea, una zona de arena con un montón de combate. A huevo.
You know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Savage things lurking at every turn. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting.
Están buenos, pero no tienen mucho daño, no me permiten acabarme uno de una.
Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. They shouldn't have let their guard down.
Ah, sí. Esos mini logros que salen ahí, que son las vigías.
Core's right there, itching to come home. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
Sí, no dan chance a las desgraciadas.
Wallflowers survive the calamity.
Ah, estos me caen gorras porque...
It toughened him up.
Ay, güey, que
Best take it real slow when pin cushions are afoot. Slinger Johnson's old outpost is all that's left of him.
Ah, sí, también la dispersión esa es muy molesta.
Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far.
Ah, se alcanzó.
Kid's roused up half the wild by now. Then Kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad.
Au. Ya dan esas cosas. Bueno, es que esto es...
Wild green vine apples about the only good thing out here. Hardly any signs of the old Johnson camp.
Ah, de hecho quise alcanzar a ver las vías y las tragó la naturaleza.
The wild's already reclaimed this
Algo
place.
repugnante.
He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Sí, culón. ¿Qué pasó, pues? Monumento quebrado. Un recuerdo. Prueba de leyes de surf contra el Bastion. Algo despertó una ráfaga de violencia en él, atacó a Rox y provocó daños considerables en el monumento para huir después lleno de ira. Pregúntale. ¿Estás herida? ¿Qué pasó?
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me. Said he was going home.
Sí, ¿a qué pedo?
When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him.
Bueno.
Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's
A
a
la
way
madre
to put it
explotó.
back together. The shards.
Bueno, antes de recogerlo, Charles, hay que
We're gonna
recoger
need
esta
all of
madre.
them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Vamos a ver si me alcanza.
Takes a
Dispersión de
lot
balas
of moving
eliminada.
pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
Vamos a ver. Que tengo la del arco. Esto es meterle un montón de balazos a un de espadazos a un enemigo. No creo que lo pueda conseguir por aquí este sí. Este sí. Y este también. Faltan la de las pistolas, pero eso es porque no he mejorado el lugar. La despedida. Construye un punto de homenaje en Ceilón. Un punto de homenaje a Ceilondia. Construye el punto de homenaje en el Bastión.
The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
20 de probabilidad. Está raro porque, o sea, el dado y que se sume al efecto de filo cortante me dice que debería decir probabilidad de golpe crítico, pero dice daño. Pregunta prácticamente indestructible que no tiene problemas para atravesar áreas vitales.
Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long.
Muy bien. Voy a llevar el repetidor. Y no más. Dardo sedante. Ráfaga de proyectiles. Ninguno vale la pena realmente. La ráfaga es un ataque en área. Voy a quedar
A
con este.
repeater goes with a hammer better than a box of nails.
Estoy a punto de subir de nivel para conseguirme otro de estos. Para poderme poner el compré. ¿Qué onda, Super Sonor? ¿Qué
The
haces?
city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back. The less said about Jawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Pues vamos a Jason Bug. Está bien intensa Jason Bug, de hecho.
After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards.
No tengo el del ring, no.
First stop,
Ya sabes que no lo tengo.
Jawson Bog.
Voy a hacer
You'll get
stream.
lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
De hecho, estoy planeando hacer stream en la semana, así streams cortos de los juegos de Super Giant. Y el fin de semana, no sé si streamear Dark Souls Remaster
Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
o jugar Hades, porque Hades sí está bien largo. Pero bueno, explorando las afueras
But
desconocidas.
the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Intoxicating.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Que hagan estas cosas porque o sea, si las ves te dejan de seguir, pero no les haces nada de daño.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The kid pops him good. Better survivor. Oh man, it's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Ah, subí de nivel.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of the Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild.
Se van a fregar si me dejé.
Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
A ver, esto cuenta. Ah, sí, sí cuenta.
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed.
La única manera de salir de aquí.
Would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender? Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
A dormir, a descansar un rato. Qué creepy.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Disgusting things.
Ah. Oh.
Ever heard of a lung blossom?
No es tan difícil, digamos.
It's bigger than the stories say.
No, está otra cosa. Oh. Ah.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
Esta es la única parte donde realmente no narra mucho, nomás dice que el chico fue, encontró
A shard
fragmento
is
y
like
se
a poor
regresó.
man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. Few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business.
En aquí puedo
A
mejorar
single
cosas.
shard can breathe new life into this place.
Este es el último que voy a mejorar porque no consigo más que un poder y no está tan chido. Mejorar
The
esto.
shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
El punto de homenaje, sí.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Ejemplo, aquí está, la fe. Sobrevivió un viaje a quién sabe dónde, teniendo al menos un ídolo del templo activo. Esta está curada, esta también. La ciudad. Recoge un número necesario de pedazos. La forja. Mejorar hasta tercer nivel un arma para obtener esta. Esta está fácil, esta está fácil. Ahorita voy a hacer este y este. Voy a llevar esta cosa y voy a meter 12 balas con un imbécil. Creo que este lo voy a usar. Bueno, no sé, me quiero llevar este. Posiblemente estos los voy a usar en quién sabe dónde para conseguir el logro ese. Este se me olvida hacerlo, pero está fácil. Y el arco probablemente también lo hagan quién sabe dónde con una misión extra. Las pistolas y no sé, la granada.
A pair of slinger pistols is just the ticket if a hammer's too slow.
No sé, déjame ver. El desempate de duelo. No he comprado el Bourbon del Bastion, qué imbécil. Único disparo devastador. La práctica de duelo desapareció poco después de que los operadores descubrieran este sistema. Vamos a coger esta. Los masones.
The Masons. We built the city strong. Now there's only two of us.
Los cazadores.
The trappers. Daring bunch of fools. They'll be missed. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
A veces. No se alcanza todavía para que siga. Claro, ahora sí. Va este.
If you're feeling low, count on a buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothless Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten.
Isn't the brushers stop going there? The brushers.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothless Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here. All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about. beasts. They don't like company.
Ah, ya lo hice.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon.
Me encanta eso. No es muy útil, pero qué machín se siente.
Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
Es lo que no me gusta es eso.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct.
¡Madre!
Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne.
Al demonio.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
Sí, se me olvidó que yo no tenía el ataque de...
Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Bad idea to walk in gator grass. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Kid's got a mean throwing arm. Most of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
Tengo que asegurarme de recorrer bien todo, no quiero que se vaya nada.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and it's Queen Anne's lunch. Still no sign of the shard.
Déjame ver. Ya tengo este, ya conseguí esta misión. Este es matar a 10 de un tiro, no creo que la pueda hacer. Este es meterle 12 fregazos a alguien de una. No creo que la pueda hacer. Esta debería poder hacerla. Nomás tengo que meter a 3 güeyes de un solo fregazo. Si no, mínimo me sirve para esto.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads don't like Queen Anne any better than the kid. Queen's got one mean bite.
Pero aquí había algo, no recuerdo qué.
Let's not defeat the local wildlife. Can't get hasty in a place like this.
Según yo había algo por aquí. No, nada, nomás mi muerte. No. Corre, 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 corre.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding. Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many
Ah,
around. Wanna
demonios.
know how to find an ankle-gator lair? They use a kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. He's got it, and now to finish her off. She's starting to get annoyed. And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushes.
Ahora no es esta misión, pero como que...
Kid's done what needed to be done.
Kids down what needed to be done. Sí, no es la mejor arma el arco para la... Esta. Nomás quería ver si podía sacar su misión. pero no
Queen
puede.
Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it.
Sí, ve tú la próxima vez, hijo de tu madre.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Los tiradores,
The slingers. The wilds were their calling.
los sigilosos.
The brushers. They moved in shadows. But the calamity found them. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Vamos a ver. Este ya me daría el último de este.
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
Ya me daría este de aquí.
The inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
Nah, prefiero esta. De hecho, está bien este equipo para ir a la esta.
He's a spitting image of Slinger Jawson with that pike and them pistols.
Aquí es hora de prepararnos. ¿Es que se puede domesticar un anclegator?
That gator's a crazy gal, but so's the gal who promised to look after her.
¿Alguna vez habías visto algo así?
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale.
Ahora prueba vivienda, que no es así. Bien, vámonos a lo que sigue.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Ah, Point Lemaine, me encanta.
Point
este lugar.
Lemaine's grand rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Mm.
Know how Celandia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off.
Thank you. Now rest in peace.
Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
Es como el arco, pero la diferencia es que la diferencia es
Point
mínima.
Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
Uh,
Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Mames, cómo aguanta ese maldito ojo. Wow.
Grand rails all grown over with things that the laminate chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
La diferencia con el arco es que el arco lo puedes disparar así y va a dar, pero va a hacer poco daño. Este no. Este
You don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
no, justo era acá.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, what with wallflowers, coughing fungus everywhere.
Au.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rails seen much more fighting in bygone times.
¿Por qué no?
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad.
No me digas.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for me. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered army carbine? While choking on swamp weed? Peggers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. It's the end of the line. He'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. This is for you, says the man. Then wham.
Me noqueé de un madrazo nomás.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there.
Un recuerdo. Carta dirigida así. Al parecer está escrito por Zuf, quien seguramente encontró otro superviviente Ura para que entregara este mensaje. Quizá el Zuf le transmitiera así suficientes conocimientos de su lengua nativa para poder leer esto. ojo y el ocio.
The only words Kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
He took the shot. He took the hit and he took that note.
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Mira, ya está aquí en nuestro zona de...
Kid arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking.
Esta es la zona de arena que te cuenta la historia de Sia. Solo que todavía no estamos listos para ese lugar. Preguntarle a Sia por la nota. ¿La puedes leer o va dirigida a ti?
The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zulf.
Conciso y al punto, Zul. Ah, sí. ¿Qué comías cuando vivías en las colinas de la prosperidad? Es una buena
Finding
pregunta.
gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get.
Es una buena pregunta. O sea, no sé cuántos días se supone que pasaron, pero sí estuvo como que sola en ese lugar un rato, ¿no? Derrotas a un enemigo con un disparo potente desde una gran distancia. Este creo que ya lo hice, pero no me lo contaron. Este lo voy a hacer después. Todos estos lo voy a hacer después. Los sepultureros. Los alguaciles.
That's the way to make every shot count.
Normalmente pondría esta, pero voy a poner esta.
Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape. Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Ah, sí, tengo que utilizar esta cosa aquí.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Voy a hacer esta.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Si puedo comprar materiales, hay 5 de cada uno. Bueno, según tengo entendido, hay 5 de cada una de estas madres en todo el juego. Algo grasiento y algo elegante. Algo quemado. Eso está bueno. Algo repugnante está bueno. En la siguiente vez me voy a tragar una de esas. Después de conseguir el siguiente objeto.
The shards are getting harder to find.
De hecho aquí consigo el siguiente objeto. Pero primero, vámonos al campamento del intrépido.
Over there is Camp Dauncey, where the brushers steeled themselves for secret missions. Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test. That's Trigger Hill, where the army's elite became the finest marksmen in the land.
Ahora que está curada, eso está bastante sencilla, digamos.
Ceylondia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill.
Ahí está algo
The
áspero.
Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles.
Ese algo áspero está muy bueno. Me va a ayudar. No necesito.
Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Ceylondian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot.
Sí, o sea, aquí no
Triggers
importan
had
los
clearance
tiros.
to modify their guns however they chose.
Ese punto.
Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Por eso le puse tanto al apuntado, porque ya sabía que tenía que hacer eso. Ya sabía que la misión iba a ser velocidad sobre potencia.
The
Entonces,
Ceylondian army would have recruited him in a flash.
y obtengo eso también. La dinastía y los certeros.
The Triggers, my brothers, bravest men I ever knew.
No sé, o sea, sé que voy a ocupar este. Vamos a ver, necesito encontrar el algo pesado, no lo encuentro. Ah, sí ocupo esto.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time.
Campo de tiradores.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds, and none have gone faster than the slingers. They could shoot their pistols with the speed of a machine.
Qué pedo. No estoy conectado a internet. A ver, aquí está.
They knew just when to start shooting and when to stop.
Muy lento. Necesito más velocidad.
Those pistols could spit out rounds just as quick as you could pull the trigger. Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge.
Creo que son más de 600 que tengo que hacer.
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever seen.
En friega, no mames.
He blew through slinger range like it was nothing.
Pues tampoco, ¿no? Pero sí. Sí, no estuvo muy complicada. Ya me la sabía. Y ahora sí. La dinastía.
The dynasty, to the families of the city, all reunited.
Pero no encuentro algo pesado ya. Me frustra. No sé si aquí venden algo pesado. No. Cambiar reparadora. Esta cosa. Algo repugnante. Estos, pero... no, es que mi martillo es especial. Sí lo necesito, la neta, el martillo. Pero no encuentro material para mejorarlo. Vamos a ver. Ah, sí. Voy a comprar más. Necesito muchas cosas. Algo puntiagudo, algo quemado, algo erróneo. Lo voy a ocupar al rato. Ataque destocada más rápido.
Gotta make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight.
Rebotan, penetración está curada. Este está bueno.
Now we're looking at some serious firepower.
That's some serious shit. Vamos a ver. A ver si aquí hay algo pesado. Creo que aquí es donde está el algo pesado.
To prepare for the wilds, Ceylondia's brushers practice at Camp Donce.
No sé
Had to
dónde está.
navigate a maze of pincushions with nothing but a pike. It's a dangerous test for a dangerous job. Health tunnels were off limits at Camp Donce. They said they
Ya
made
estoy
you weak.
streameando. Estoy streameando.
¿Por qué?
Estoy streameando.
¿Eh?
Streameando.
Ah, bueno, perdón.
Tardé demasiado en esto. Estoy tardando mucho. Es el pedo. No puedes aumentar el daño base. Actívate.
said he couldn't use any fancy footwork, just your brains and your pike. Sometimes the course was brutal.
Sí, no, ya me tardé mucho. Este es el que menos me
Did
gusta.
all right at Camp Bouncy. You got to go to the wilds.
Esta es la prueba que más me caga a todas. Voy a tomar esto y me voy a largar. Luego regreso. Es que no aumentas el daño base, pues.
You can
Entonces,
see why the brushers prize those pikes of theirs.
daños, esta es la única.
When you've got a solid balance, you've got what you need.
The city.
The city. Its riches, nothing but fragments now.
La ciudad, ya. Me tengo que pasar ahorita porque no hay diferencia entre pasarme ahorita y pasármelo después.
The brushers were Celandia's field agents.
El último mejor
Their
no sirve para
training was
nada.
harsh.
Vamos a ver.
You had to find a path through the maze as quick as you could.
Eh, Mierda.
One well-placed throw could take out several of those ugly critters.
Sí. Ah, no, pues me faltó. ¿Qué pedo? Me falta uno. Sí. ¿Cuál me faltó? Puede ser que he sido este que no lo activé. Disculpa. Ah. Ay, qué lento corre. Y pedo de nuevo. Menos de un minuto para el primer premio, pues. Casi lo consigo, me aplomé bien cerca al final.
To prep for the course, the brushers could modify their pikes however they wanted.
Sí. A la verga. Ya no alcancé otra vez.
There wasn't time to squash every pincushion, just the ones in the way.
No sé. Otra vez. Uf. Ah, creo que sí logré. Llega.
Good enough run at Camp Dawson can get you promoted to captain on the spot.
Ah, no mames. Ya. Ya acabé con la prueba, ya. Soy un hombre libre.
The wilds ain't so scary now, are they?
Sí, lo son, carajo. Bueno. Ah, pues ya tengo esta cosa, vamos a ver. Bien, ¿cuáles me faltan de estas? Esta y esta. Los voy a hacer en quién sabe dónde. Y esta. Está bien.
No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong.
Se cuece a fuego lento en la zona inestable en que su día perforó el corazón del mundo. El último bueno, no es el último fragmento, pero este fragmento. Qué poético se pone, ¿no?
Not everything blew up in the calamity.
No, no todo.
Why, Culford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Ah, no le cambié la mejor al daño.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too. It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Esto es considerado un arma cuerpo a cuerpo por el juego, no me saca de onda. Aquí hay algo pesado, genial.
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity, man, can you? Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here.
Oh.
But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. Best to keep out of the cauldron. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Ah, sí, lo que tiene esta cosa es que perfora armadura.
Taste the air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Pues no es el...
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Este es el equipo correcto para pelear.
Swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we looked down inside Culford Cauldron, Look down through all the smoke and flames. We saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Johnson Bog. The kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path. Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
No se fue el güey. Apareció.
Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. Well, it ain't polite to stare. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a final farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it.
Qué machín, qué profunda la voz de este güey.
It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Cállate, güey, no está divertido hacer eso, ¿ok? Bien, ahora vamos a mejorar esto lo que se pueda. Le di a
Place
que
won't
más.
get cold round here with that thing around. On the inside, a fire bellows ain't nothing like its more popular air-spitting cousin. Without an insulated air intake, that thing's liable to blow up on you.
Nido de pájaros. Estos pájaros pueden vivir prácticamente en cualquier sitio,
They
¿verdad?
said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Si tan solo nos pudieran ver.
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Domador. Lleva a 4 criaturas domésticas diferentes a la opción. Siento algo afilado.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends.
Sí.
Think the gods are gonna help.
Tienes creo que este y este. La neta los únicos que no uso son son 3 los que no uso. Garmut, porque de la nada te reflejan ataques y me saca de onda. Uno que los vuelve invulnerables, creo que es este. Y uno que hace que no te suelten elixires. Los otros 7 los activo y así juego en modo New Game Plus siempre.
Stick 'em and cook 'em, or the other way around. Makes no difference.
Ignora hasta que son unos.
Put some finishing touches on the business end of that thing.
En the business sense, ok. Faltan 2 más. El último lo obtenemos en, bueno, un lugar, la cultura.
The culture, a still life of old unwanted keepsakes. Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this? The truth is, I don't want to know. We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount
Esta es
Sand.
la zona final. Pero primero vámonos a
Grady incinerators where we sent off all our trash to be burned or be eaten by the wilds.
Encenadora de Groundy. Estoy curado este
Welcome
lugar.
to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Ceylondia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and and it had a problem with peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint. Wasn't any other way to teach those peckers some respect.
La técnica está curada. Vámonos. Me encanta esta frase.
Who knows why we fought so hard to defend our own trash?
Bien. Voy a ir por estos dos de una vez. Voy a hacer trampa para conseguirlos, me vale. Voy a poner este. Me voy a poner donde está el arco. El niño de fuego,
Oh,
por lo
and
menos.
bellows make a strange and fearsome team. Toughest thing about using that gas can is keeping a grip on it. Third time's a charm, right? Wrong.
Sí, este.
Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with?
De hecho sí, pero eso no importa. Nomás necesito fregarme a 3 güeyes de un solo tiro con el arco. Y matar a 20 enemigos sin que me toque.
Past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life, supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie.
No sé si no lo puedo matar de un solo tiro con el arco. Supone que eso lo debería haber hecho. Aunque
He
fuera
never
tiene
knew
que
his
ser un
old
solo
man,
disparo
but he had
potente.
his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his.
Bueno, aquí debería poder. Bien. Lo penito. Ya, regresar a la opción. Ya no hay pedo. No voy a aventar toda la batalla así. Es mucho flojera. Más quería liberar estas dos de estas para ya quitármelas de encima. Los quebrantadores.
The breakers. Ain't no one can outrun them. Or their arrows.
El servicio. El país. La clemencia. La ceniza.
The cinders kept the city good and warm. Made it thrive.
La ceniza era sepultura. Bueno, ahora sí. Me alcanza lo que se me queda con esa. Sí. Ah, no, ok. Los ataques ignoran la armadura. Nah, no lo necesito, está muy caro. Voy a gastar mucho en los que siguen. Mount Sand. Sí.
Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break.
Es la cruz entre un zoológico y la fuga de prisión.
Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore.
Ow.
There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Mira, aquí está. Vamos a darle
Good
pistola.
thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. We only found that little layer because they found themselves a little shard. The creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own, but they ain't yet prepared for any company. Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Besides, we have to take back what's ours. Even if the beasts of the wilds won't like it.
Esa cosa está bien ojete.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortals have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours. Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have.
Sí, sé que algo así me acordaba. Ya no se siente justo porque con esta cosa le damos pedazos
Just like we have.
de una. Ah,
It's a delicate situation. We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square. You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Muy bien. Falta nomás, quién sabe dónde decía.
We'll all be better off once the bastion is complete.
El quién sabe dónde decía y...
The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though.
Falta el quién sabe dónde decía. Y ya la última misión de estas.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Parece un verbo.
Black rye is like hot pineapple chowder on a cold day. Brings back memories. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression. Thought of an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew.
Megáfono. ¿Sabes cómo utiliza?
Fix that thing right up, didn't we?
Ah.
Made these
¿Sabes
goals
cómo se usa? ¿Sabes cómo se utiliza? Pensé que te gustaría, ¿verdad? Demonios. Torreta sorpresa. Ah, está rara esa. Bien. La cerveza de ballena de hecho está curada, güey. Lo uso siempre, después. La conciencia.
The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
Está exagerado, pero es posible. De hecho, se hace la prueba.
A pike and a galleon mortar. Now that's some terror from the high seas.
Aquí está.
Boundless Bay used to be a weapons test and dry dock. Ain't never been this dry though.
Sí, de hecho es mitad y mitad. De hecho, hay enemigos de todos lados en la que
Celandia's armada was a glorious sight, and our ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our Navy put those mortars through a rigorous inspection.
Y este es el último algo contigo.
Had to use squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea. Choosing targets with those mortars was one of the trickiest parts. You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay.
Esta habilidad está bien ojete. Pero no la voy a usar todavía porque no tengo para mejorar por completo esa cosa.
Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
Sí. Así es,
Suppose it's true, a little song can put things in perspective.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué te puedes pasear por las canciones del juego?
Now the weight of the world's behind us every swing.
La cabeza de batalla. Cabeza de martillo pesada para atravesar cualquier cosa. Empuñadura especial para quitar del medio hasta los objetos más testarudos. Asto de martillo para ser utilizado con precisión. Superficie convexa cuya área más pequeña puede atacar con una fuerza increíble. Ataque sin moverse por un balanceo sobre la cabeza. El efecto se acumula con la cabeza y el recibir. Probabilidad de daños críticos, 100% de daños críticos. Grabados de un viejo proverbio ura que se pronuncia cuando no sé qué madre, no alcanza a ver. Grabados de una canción ceilondia tradicional. Ah, sí. Siguen como que van de la mano pues estos. Más daño, más daño, más daño. A lo seguro. Ese está muy difícil. La verdad está muy cabrón esta cosa. Y para conseguir su prueba tengo que terminarlo todo básicamente. Está muy perra esa cosa. ¿Sí? Aquí están Lemain. Los dioses provocan indolencia con cada ataque. No tengo idea de qué es indolencia. Y Yudik. Estos dos dioses me ganan la madre, pero los utilizo. Faltan dos dioses, no sé por qué. O sea, ya mejoré el templo, no puedo comprarlos. Dagas tensas, cerveza, carrusel de mente. Creo que están solo en el New Game Plus los dos dioses que faltan. Creo que son estos dos los únicos dos dioses que de hecho no utilizo, entonces voy a poner los otros 7 y me voy a agarrar madrazos. Para relacionar el muelle de fuego, el acosador. Esperar. combustible. Ahí está, de hecho ya no me alcanza para construir esta. Así que vamos por más. Vamos a conocer la historia de Cia.
He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Vamos a conocer la historia de
I've
la
said a lot
cantante.
about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tazzle terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Ceylondia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Her mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. The young man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
No sé, llégale. Llégale.
was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag. Then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
Pero literalmente si iban a dejar que se los tragaran para irse de la ciudad.
The plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in. She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand. The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Importante hacer ese reflejo ahorita. Importante.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Los reparadores.
The menders, they had thankless jobs, the most important kind.
Los patrones.
The skippers delivered us from the motherland. It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument. Nothing makes a gun so dangerous as a keen eye.
¿Dónde está? Ojo mortal.
A hammer and an army carbine. When I was a fighting man, I used the very same. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? The secret to how we built Celandia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry.
Ups. Espera. Oh, demonios, no puedo mejorarla todavía. ¿Qué pedo? Ya no hay ninguna prueba. Y no puedo comprar nada todavía. No puedo comprarla. Demonios. Bueno, pues ni pedo. A ver si me sale. Bien, esta es la última del día. Esta es la última misión del día. El último
Imagine
fragmento.
everything you need to build a city like Zealandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, but there was even more to it than that. We found that the oldest ones remember things.
Parece que se fumó algo fuerte, pero no tiene razón.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
Ahí está.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. The Ura always were a superstitious lot. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
¿Por qué que una de estas cosas la pregunta?
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen, the largest ones, you know as cores.
¿Explota el corazón o qué
A
fregados?
single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district. The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Au.
The shards got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said Rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to calling Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone.
Ah, aquí está el último algo
voice
áspero.
calling from down the hall. Are you all right? It says. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says.
Monumento, ¿qué pasó entre tú y Rox, cabrón?
The
¿Por qué te fuiste
Bastion
así?
is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
Ah, sí, creo que es un detalle que tengo. Al parecer, cuando streameo desde el Xbox, no capta bien el audio por algún motivo.
But he ain't about to be deterred.
Entonces, ya le subí todo lo que puedo al micrófono. Ya sé que no sé qué puedo hacer. Nomás me queda gritar.
If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will.
Ah, para nada. ¿Cómo se dice? Ominoso. Para nada creepy, para nada rara esa frase. Pero bueno, este es el final.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kids gotta go in through the back. Zolf showed them the way here. And here they came. To take revenge. See, the Bastion's no mere safe haven. Big surprise, right? To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop him, but we needed him.
A ver, putos, déjense venir.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing.
No se murió
Problem
ninguno.
is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was
Ah,
Ceylondia's master plan. To wipe the Ura out.
chan chan
But part of
chan.
that plan backfired. Didn't it?
Sí,
If only Zolf knew the whole story.
bien. Vamos a arreglar esto primero
The
porque se ve bien
shards could
creepy.
put this disease in remission. But there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Muy bien. El arsenal.
The arsenal's complete in case we need protection.
Lo único que conseguimos es esta habilidad. Me voy a llevar. No, no me voy a llevar nada. Me voy a llevar el salvo recortado.
Kids ready to get real personal with hammer and musket in hand.
Arpa de guitarra. ¿Dónde está Sia? ¿Viste lo que
What
pasó?
were we to think? They must have got her. Taken her back to her rightful home.
Sí, ese es el terrible estado en el que queda mi hermoso bastión. Lo hizo pedazos Ulf. Ah, no, luego consigo esos. O no sé si los puedo mejorar para ahí. Entonces no. La clemencia.
The mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot.
Mm. Sí.
The marshals would have been downright jealous.
Muy bien, aquí inicia la tercera parte del juego. Nuestro nuevo enemigo, los Ura.
The
Yeah.
Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Desde por aquí ya son las últimas misiones. Son pocas misiones, pero están bastante largas, la verdad. Entonces, aquí lo vamos a dejar el stream por hoy. Muchas gracias por venir a Super Sonor y a quien sea que me esté viendo pero no haya escrito nada. Nos vemos la próxima para terminar con Bastion, donde descubriremos el último arma que utiliza algo erróneo para mejorarse. Y terminaremos de descubrir la verdad sobre el Bastión, la guerra, la usura y qué carajos pasó. Y también llegaremos al final de este juego. Muy cortito, pero muy bueno. Por el momento nos vemos. Chao.